about dogs now. 11:39. Vieri is in Frankfurt in Germany. Vieri, what can you tell us?
Yeah, hi, James. The reason I rang up this morning is because you're talking about dogs, and I'm an applied animal behaviorist and a dog trainer, certified dog trainer. I can give you a bit of the perspective what it's like in Germany and what it's like in Italy. And in general, people, in my view, people will get a dog because of what it looks like. They either like the looks of a golden retriever, so they'll get a golden retriever and everybody will smile at them when they walk down the street. And other people will get a pit bull because they like to be looked at in that certain way that people will look at somebody when they're walking down the street with a dog who looks as muscular and, potentially dangerous as a pit bull. But at the end of the day...
that's both enlightening and slightly disturbing, because this perhaps is why I will never fully understand the appeal of an... Because I can't quite imagine... It's a bit like cars, actually. I kind of very occasionally understand why somebody would spend more than half of their monthly income on a car, and it's not just to make the neighbours think they're richer than they are, but it's a pleasure, an aesthetic pleasure. But I'm never going to get that. I'm never going to get that when I look at a Doberman or something.
No, that's true. But the difference between a dog and the car is that a dog has a certain potential. Yeah, apart from the four legs, but it has a certain potential.
Yes.
A potential which is inbred. It's in the breed. It's genetically anchored in the breed. So certain dogs will have a potential to be much more reactive than other dogs.
Right.
And because they are potentially bigger than other dogs, they can be, they can hurt you more. I mean, I've met many vicious small dogs in my time as a dog trainer, who will, gladly bite the tip of your finger off. But it's the same propensity to be, hurtful towards a human is by a dog who weighs 40 kilos.
Well, that's it, isn't it?
The outcome is different.
Exactly. So where do you stand on bans then? Because at this point in proceedings, I wouldn't like to guess.
Well, breed-specific legislation does not work, and it doesn't work anywhere in the world. I mean, you've seen that in certain cities of the States. I can tell you that in Germany you have breed-specific legislation depending on the region you're in. So, for example, if you're in Frankfurt, where I'm sometimes based, I work all over Europe, but when I'm in...
So you're an international animal behaviourist?
Yeah.
Wow, cool.
Yeah. So when I work in Frankfurt, there are certain breeds that are banned, okay? You go across the Rhine to Mainz, and they're allowed. So, I mean, you can wave to your friend on the other side of the river and say, "Hi, I've got a Doberman. I'm not paying anything for this." And the other and what you have in Germany is a system where, because it's a federal system, of course, very different to the UK, but you have a system where...
It sounds like you're suggesting they make their own laws in Germany instead of having them foisted upon them by faceless bureaucrats in Brussels.
Yeah, exactly. So the dogs have to be certain. Thank God there is no breed-specific legislation on a European basis. But who knows? It may well come.
Yes, of course.
But, the thing, it doesn't make any sense. People they pay a tax on dogs, and if your dog is part of the so-called dangerous breeds, then you have to pay €1,000 a year.
Blimey.
And at the age of 1 year, you have to have a character test. So they call somebody like me who will do a character test on the dog, who will tell you, this dog is fine, it's not going to bite anybody in the next 5 minutes, but who knows what is going to happen in 2 years' time.
I get it. I mean, so there's no... I mean, I'll push you again then. What would you do if I put you in charge? Under my glorious rule, I'm putting you in charge of dog legislation. What would you do?
I would certainly get people to do a dog license.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be too expensive. It should be something that's done on a national basis by, certified...
Well, it pays for itself. It pays for itself. So the people that would police the licensing would have their wages covered by the money that's spent on getting a license.
You cannot imagine how many people come to me with a dog who is 15, 18 months old, who are at the end of their dog tether, so to speak, and say, look, either I'm going to give the dog up, or I'm going to have to learn what the hell is going on with this dog. And once you teach them what's actually happening with the dog, or what the dog actually wants, and how to communicate with the dog, then you open their eyes, and they're so eternally grateful, which is the reason why I do this.
Yes,
this is just incredibly grateful. People are just grateful. So, 99%.
Are you a bit of a big deal? Are you a very big deal in this world, Vieri? Because I'm just detecting a sort of a modesty that perhaps speaks of a confidence.
I've been doing it for a long time, and I think it's something you should really ask my clients. But I love what I do, and
you clearly do, and you're communicating it really well. Would it be incredibly rude of me to ask you for some very, very, very low-level advice?
No, please go ahead.
Because what's your dog doing? A bit yappy when someone comes to the front door.
Well, that's obvious. The reason why dogs yap or react to the front door is because we do. The doorbell rings. It's called the postman syndrome, right? Everybody goes to the door. So the dog is going, oh, brilliant, something's happening. Let's go to the door as well.
Oh, yeah.
So it's what's called operant conditioning. Basically, the dog is conditioned by the bell. I mean, if you ever heard of Pavlov and the famous...
No, but our dog doesn't... Our dog picks it up just even if someone's coming up the garden path. It's the same thing, but it's not the bell.
Yes.
She just... So what can I do to make it stop?
Well, plugs in her ears. No, joking apart. The dog has much better hearing than we could ever have.
That's right. Yes, exactly.
So, I mean, I'll give you an example. I had a client who had a dog who would, in the evening at 6 p.m., would start to yowl and yap like a maniac.
Yes.
Until we finally realized that the problem was that his kids would come home after school and switch on the TV, and the TV was making a noise which we couldn't hear, but the dog could. So I had to get a new TV, problem solved. So your dog will hear things, people coming up the garden path or wherever it is, whatever it is,
yes,
and will react to that as if to say, hey, look, there's somebody coming. It's a job that it's chosen itself to do. Now, if you combine that noise, that people coming up the garden path, with something else, then you will ask your dog to show an alternative behavior, and if you reward that, then your dog will say, well, why didn't you tell me this before? I'll do this instead. Instead of yapping at the door or running to the door, I'll go and sit down in the corner because you're going to give me a nice treat. It's called counter-conditioning, James.
Get it. What do I owe you?
It's free.
And is it true that you're known in these? You're known as Dr.Dog?
That's right, yeah.
Mate, it's been an absolute pleasure. Did someone ring you and alert you? Did someone ring you up and alert you that we were talking about this?
No, they didn't. But because I follow you every morning, pretty much, and because I spend a lot of my time in the car, but this morning I was actually somewhere else, and I was listening to you, and I thought, let's try and ring in this time and see if we can get through.
Well, I don't think we've ever done two. I don't think we've ever done two of these in 30 minutes, but we're about to break that record.
I'm Ray Liotta, and you're listening to James O'Brien on LBC. If you build it, they will come.
I am immensely flattered. Thank you.
Well, I'm honoured to have you on the programme, Dr. Dog, or Vieri, as you will always be known to me. Many thanks. 11:46 is the time.